All right, we're going to chat here a little bit about the first exercise from chapter 6. So as usual, we're just going to go ahead and copy and paste the tasks that are required of us here from Canvas. Highlight it, use Control/, make sure that we have everything commented out so we don't have any errors. As we're reading through this, obviously the first thing we're going to need is conditionally executed main method. Everybody should know how to do this because everything that you've done thus far should have conditionally executed main. So there we go. We've got that all set up. That looks good. Okay, first thing we're going to need to do is open a file called userdata.txt in the appropriate mode. Okay, what's the appropriate mode? Well, we're going to have to put some stuff in the file, so you should probably know which mode that is. So obviously the way you do that is you're going to do something like f equals open, and then make sure that you have a file name here. Make sure you have a file mode there. Okay, so you've got that set up. Obviously doing user input, you should obviously know how to do that. It's something like this. Oops. First name equals input, and then you're going to give a prompt here. All right, so you should easily know how to do all of these things, okay? So now write the user's data to the userdata.txt file using comma delineation, okay? This is writing a record, okay? If you remember, a record is in the form, you know, first name, last name, whatever. And it looks like we have employee ID last, so it'd be first name, last name, employee ID. Of course, I will allow you to go ahead and put it in whatever order you want. If you want to put employee ID first, that's fine. Last name first, first name, whatever. I don't really care about the order you do it. I just want it to be in the form of a record, which is comma delineated. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. You can have spaces if you want. I don't encourage you to have spaces because those will show up and mess up your data. But that's fine. Just make sure that it is in this format here. And again, if you want to do the writing, you got to do the f.write function and make sure that you get the right, string in there to actually write that out. And again, you want to make sure that you sort of put everything together, make sure that it's delineated by commas, and then write that together and make sure that that actually wrote to the file that you're trying to write it to. Now, the second part of this is we want to read the written user data out onto the console, okay? Now, I give you a big old hint. Okay, for every open, there is a close, right? So at this point, we need to be closing it because we would have opened this in a writable mode, right? So we need to close that. So that means we may have to open the file again to read it out, okay? So don't be afraid to just do a second open call, okay? And making sure that's in the correct mode. And then you can use some sort of a thing to go ahead and read that out. All right, so that's plenty of hints here for exercise number 1. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have any struggles, go ahead and email me and I will help you out ASAP.